was the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Vaughn going to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mon. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Mon. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skill. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll send the tight end in motion left. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready up.
Mon looks to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Ty Summers, the one that was able to bring him down that time.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Let's go now.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pete Werner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Lions nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves. But this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 9. In motion, the tight end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lockett the man in motion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 18, tight in. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal.
Right there, right there.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Noah Fant from a yard out. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. In motion left is Thomas. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Room here to run. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On second down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ty Summers, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for it. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 90 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, here's Mon. He completes it to Olave. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Mon. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Cut back team! Cut back team!
Here's 2nd and 8.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. 23 yards to pick up there. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future bright.
36-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Hey, pass!
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Warriors 70.
Now back to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Tyler Beatty from 40 yards out. And the Lions drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. In motion right is Thomas. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. In motion comes the tight end left. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
This play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really going to do on third down, you're a little off balance.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. There's a nice move, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From just shy of midfield, Mon. And this is going to be intercepted. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Mon back to the air after the pick six. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mon. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he's got room. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And the Saints first down.
Set, ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Kamara try the right side, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 14. First down, Saints.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
18, Robert, 18, mid alert, Buffalo 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
19 right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Back to throw again. And there have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line. Was made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Throw complete there to Thomas. And some room to work. Down the sideline he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Saints, there was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.